Hi. Coming out. Let's talk about that. Specifically, whether it's better to come out in person or at a distance. And I will tell you that I came out to all my closest family at a distance, not because of anything else other than necessity, because I live thousands of miles away from them. But I still think there's an argument to be made. So let's say first in person. When you come out in person, it can be a really heartwarming experience if the person says the correct thing. And that's the tricky part. I mean, if it goes well, it shows trust between the person coming out, and you get to see the core of the person because you get their reaction right away, and you know, if they're supportive, man, does it feel good. But what happens if you don't exactly know what the response is going to be? Like, you think, okay, well, this person does have some negative thoughts about this stuff over here. Should I come out in person? The advantage of coming out at a distance is that, okay, let's be real. You had at least 7 years to come to grips with who you are. Odds are you've had much longer than that. And in those years, you've been able to weigh the good and the bad and understand why it's a positive thing to come out and why it's not a negative thing being the sexual orientation that you have. You've had all this time to process all this information. Then suddenly you come to your loved one and give them 3 seconds. It's almost not fair. It's almost like you're asking for disaster because they've had so long to come up with negative conclusions that you didn't help them with all that time you were in the closet. They were building up more and more negative thoughts about your orientation, and now suddenly you're going to flip the switch on them and have them come up with something positive. Wow, that's rough. So, hey, this is just my 2 cents. If you have an inkling of an idea that's going to go well, do it in person. It's really heartwarming and it's very affirming. If there's even a chance this could go poorly, perhaps you should consider sending an email, sending a letter, or doing it over the phone. Because when you give them time to process this, not only do you not see any sort of facial expression that might break your heart, you also give them time to process it so they can come around to remembering that you are still their child and they still love you no matter what. Something to consider. Well, that's it. That's the video. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I do videos on the bisexual topic quite frequently, and you never know, you might learn something or at least be entertained a little bit. Until next time, stay cooler, my bisexual friend. Stay cooler. Bye.